Being a teacher provides the unique opportunity to make a transformation and lasting impact on the lives of others, contributing to shaping sustainable futures and offering personal fulfillment. However, the world faces an unprecedented global teacher shortage, exacerbated by the decline in their working conditions and status. Namaskar, everyone. I am Neha Srivastav, the coordinator for the Uttar Pradesh United Nations Association. Today, we all are gathering here to celebrate the World Teachers' Day that is celebrated globally on 5th October every year. And we are going to share our views on the theme given by United Nations Association, that is, the teachers we need for the education we want. With this theme, we are going to aim at the declining number of the teachers globally, and we will be aiming on increasing the number, and that too at the top of the global agenda. So, to begin with this topic, I'm going to introduce you to our guest tonight, and we have the top educationists and professors and teachers who are experts in their fields. I would like to welcome Mrs. Susmita Kanungo, Dr. Rupa Shankar, Professor Priyanka Tandon, Mrs. Seema Singh, Mrs. Pooja Gupta, Dr. Roli Mohan, Mrs. Nandita Adawal, Mrs. Anita Das, Dr. Swagatika Mishra, Mrs. Asha Asthana, and Mr. Ajit Singh. I would like to welcome them for sharing their thoughts and views on the valued teaching profession, analyzing their challenges, and showcasing inspiring practices to attract, retain, and motivate our beloved teachers and educators. We are going to celebrate how the teachers are transforming education and also reflecting on the support they need to fully deploy their talent and vocation. We are also going to understand how our community, society, the family, they support our teachers in their journey. So, let's start this beautiful exchange of views and thoughts on the World Teachers' Day, that is 5th October, and celebrate our teachers globally.
Namaskar. My hearty wishes to everybody on World Teachers' Day. Today is something important in the life of every teacher, and my wishes to everyone who is trying to bring a positive change in the life of his or her student. This is Susmita Kanungo, Principal, Jagataran Golden Jubilee School. And I have been an educationist for the past 28 years, 8 years as a teacher and 20 long years as a principal of various organizations and institutions like DPS Kashi and Maharshi Patanjali Vidya Mandir. Currently, I am the principal of Jagataran Golden Jubilee School. And in these long 28 years, I have seen many changes coming in the life of a teacher, change in the mindset of the students, their respect towards the teachers, and change in policies in education. So, spending such a long time period as an educationist, I can say that the honor and the respect which the teachers enjoyed earlier probably is somewhere missing. There may be many reasons for this, but then we need to understand one broad thing which as a stakeholder has come in the life of the student, the parent and the teachers. The student and the parents, they feel that since they are paying the fee, hence the school and the teachers are service providers. They don't consider the teachers to be a person who has the right to reprimand or probably do some corrective measures to bring a positive change in the life of the student. But then they are not solely to be blamed for it. The teachers also are somewhat responsible for this change in their stature or their status in the society. Many of the teachers these days, they don't adopt the profession of teaching by choice, but instead they choose it out of compulsion, just because they are not able to get any other job. They finally land up becoming a teacher, and that is the reason why they do this work just for the sake of doing, and that passion is missing. So we need to do some kind of self introspection and find out how this teacher taught relationship can be revived and can be given its old honor and respect. So we, being the teachers and educationists, we have to really understand how to make the teachers responsible towards their work, their noble cause of making a substantial change in the life of the student. And at the same time, the student also has to be taught how to be more respectful towards their teachers. Until and unless we work thoroughly in the field of this relationship and bonding between the teacher and the taught, till that time, the teachers probably would not be given that due respect which they are entitled to get in the society. We all need to understand that a nation can develop only when its education system is developed. And who makes a doctor or an engineer or a scientist or a space researcher? It is only a teacher who makes the destiny of these students. So we have to understand that until and unless we have good teachers, we cannot have good citizens in the country. So it is high time now that we try to bring back that old honor and respect and prestige for the teaching profession and make them feel that they are important in nation building and their contribution is really worthy of appreciation and they are actually the backbone of the society. So happy Teachers Day once again to everybody. Thank you.
नमस्ते, मैं रूपा शंकर प्रयागराज शहर में पिछले 30 सालों से बाल विकास क्षेत्र में कार्यरत हूँ। बच्चे हमारी कंट्री का फ्यूचर हैं, इसीलिए उनसे संबंधित एरियाज जैसे न्यूट्रिशन, सेफ्टी, एजुकेशन, लर्निंग, इनको मैं एड्रेस करती हूँ और इन्हें रिजॉल्व करने के लिए लगातार प्रयत्नशील रहती हूँ। आप सभी को शिक्षक दिवस की बहुत सारी बधाई, क्योंकि टीचिंग एक ऐसा प्रोफेशन है जिसके बगैर बाकी का कोई भी करियर आगे नहीं बढ़ सकता। नमस्ते।
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Priyanka Tandon and I work as Senior Lecturer in Regenesis Business School based in Sandton, South Africa. My specialization is Financial Management and I have around 5 years of teaching experience at both postgraduate and undergraduate level. So today on the occasion of World Teachers Day, I would like to wish each and every teacher all over the world a very happy Teachers Day. I'm here to present my views on the theme that is the teacher we need for the education we want, the global imperative to reverse the teacher shortage. So as we know that there have been concerns regarding the teacher shortages, faculty shortages from the past 10 years, but during the last 3 years, this agenda regarding the faculty shortages was on the top priority for the government of India. There have been many reports, although there is not any single tracker which can actually track the faculty shortages in India, but there was a report by UNESCO which has estimated that around 1 million teachers are are shortened in India in schools and at higher education level. So it is very important that each and every educational organization, educational institution, they are supposed to maintain proper student teacher ratio to impart quality education in India. So there can be many strategies which can be followed to enhance the teacher retention. Like first, government they need to identify that what are the reasons behind why teachers are leaving this profession. So government need to identify that why people are leaving this profession, why people are not happy with this profession. Second important aspect is the salary aspect of the teachers. um, Especially the private organization, they are supposed to fix the salaries of the teacher as per the norms which has been given by the Ministry of Human Resource or UGC or CBSE. So since salary money it act as a financial motivation for the individual, so it's very important to motivate the teachers. The organization should provide the salary as per the norm which is being given by the policymakers. Third is government should provide more avenues, more career opportunities for which will help the teachers to make their career in the government sector and also in the area of private sector. And the next important aspect can be that the educational organization should identify the passion of the teachers. As you know, the teachers, the individuals who enter into this profession is because teaching is their profession. So unless and until the organization they won't identify their their work as as passion, this won't help the qualified and the talented teachers to retain in any particular organization for a long period of time. So in my opinion, it is very important that both government and policy makers they should work in this area, that why there is a shortage of qualified and talented teachers in the education system, and appropriate and significant steps have to be taken by each and every organization, whether they are private organization or whether they are government organization, whether they are universities or whether they are schools. So unless and until all the participants they won't come collectively, this issue of teacher shortages won't get solved. So I urge each and every participants to come together and work towards this issue, that is teacher shortages in Indian education system. Thank you.
Namaskar everyone, good morning to all. I am Dr. Swagatika Mishra, an assistant professor from Sri Sri University. Thank Uttar Pradesh United Nations Association to provide me this opportunity to share my feelings towards the noble profession of teaching. On the occasion of World Teachers' Day, let's celebrate the immeasurable contribution of the perceptors in making our society. Having right educators to deliver the desired quality of education is gaining the highest concern in functioning of educational institution. A teacher is a complex attribute which encompasses a wide range of responsibilities, qualities and skills. First of all, the teacher we need for the education we want should always be keen to know the truth of knowledge so that he can guide efficiently the students in confusion. Knowledge is for all, hence he should create an inclusive learning environment where all the students, regardless of their background and abilities, can thrive. He should identify one's potential and impart knowledge, fostering critical thinking and helping students develop essential skills. For a comprehensive learning, the teacher has to transform himself if required to understand the crux of the subject and adopt multiple teaching methods, may it be constructive, collaborative, reflective, integrative or inquiry based approach to suit the understanding. He should understand that everyone is here to learn. So he should possess positive annotation, which is most required, and have student-centric approach, tailoring education to meet the specific need and aspiration of all the students. This approach involves recognizing the individuality of each student and adjusting teaching methods accordingly.
Above all, he should be committed to his own ongoing professional development, which will ensure that he stays current with the latest research, best practices, and innovation in education. There is no doubt that educators play a pivotal role in shaping the educational experience and imparting qualitative education. To achieve desired educational outcome, it is crucial to recruit, train, and support teachers who align with the specific goals and values of the educational institution or community. So, thank you.
Hi, my name is Roli Mohan. I live in California, right in the heart of Silicon Valley in San Jose. At present, I lead two programs for our elementary school. One is related to social emotional development and learning in children, and the other one is related to science. I did my PhD in applied developmental psychology from the School of Education in Pennsylvania. And during my PhD training, I got to do a lot of work with teachers in poorer neighborhoods. So my job was to go to the classrooms, provide support to the teachers. And at times I saw teachers, some teachers brimming with tears up to here. They had had it. It was too much. Classroom management was challenging. That was the beginning of my trying to understand the demands on a teacher, on the teaching profession, on being with children. I'm really glad to see that the Indian Federation of United Nations Association has picked up this topic on teacher shortage, and this is being addressed here today. I'm really glad to be here to share my thoughts. I believe that teacher shortage in schools is not because of shortage of people that we could hire to teach. The real reason is teacher attrition. Teachers are hired, but after a few years, they leave their job. Now we need to rehire new people, provide them the training, and then a few years down the line, they leave the job, moving to different, for better options, higher paying options. So the key problem is teacher attrition, which is our inability to retain teachers. Once they gain some experience, they leave, and there is a lot of overhead on hiring new people, start training them, and then, start from the beginning. The two biggest reasons of teacher attrition are, yes, we all know, low teacher salaries. If teaching was a high-paying profession, we would be encouraging our children to go in teaching. No, we want them to be doctors, engineers, and take all jobs which are high-paying. And it makes sense, but are we doing justice to our teachers who have this huge responsibility on them to shape the future of our children, our country? The other big reason is the stress and burnout faced by teachers. What do we mean by that? Somebody being good in their subject area does not translate into them being a good teacher. There's a lot that goes into it. Are they equipped with classroom management techniques, with behavior management? After all, teaching young children is not just about teaching them the subject. It's about also being able to manage the behavioral issues that are coming up in the classroom. Are they well equipped with all those skills? Are we training them? Then curriculum and professional development. What is the curriculum? What are we teaching them? How much are we teaching them? What is the teacher-student ratio? Do we have so many kids in the class that teacher cannot give individual attention to those who need extra help? Are we addressing that issue? Then homework, how much homework, what kind of homework? And are we teaching our teachers, are we providing them support in regards to teaching methods? How do we teach? So there are all these issues. Also, are we providing them enough support with resources? Are there enough books? If they need to make copies, photocopies of the material to distribute, do they have that support? Is the administrative staff supportive? Is the school district supportive? There's a lot that goes into a teacher's job, and they need that support and training to be able to do their job well. So I think salaries and teacher burnout and stress, those are two big things. If we could focus on, I think we will begin to start solving this problem. Last year, in our school board meeting, the teachers were raising the issue of salary hike. The parent body, all of us wanted to support them. So we were going to the board meetings, our school district board meeting, and standing in support of the teachers' issue of salary increase. Some of the parents spoke, and I was one of them as well. The point I wanted to raise in that meeting was right here in Silicon Valley, the tech salaries are here, the teacher salaries are here. Why? Why is it that we as a society are willing to spend thousands of dollars on the latest models of phones and cars? We book the upcoming new models months ahead of time. We wait in line to get our, upgraded models of things. But then why are the teachers in that same society crying for help? I think if we start addressing the right questions, we're going to be able to start solving our problems. Are we focusing and thinking about our children's future? And not just their future, what about their present? Children spend 6 to 7 hours of their day with teachers in the classrooms, learning things, and also, teachers also have the responsibility of shaping their future, what kind of people they become. So then, are we as a society providing enough support to the teacher in terms of salaries and in terms of their professional development, mentoring, and support? These were my thoughts. Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished educators and honored members, a very warm wishes to all of you. I'm Nandita Adawal. I was teaching as a guest faculty in G.B. Pant Institute of Rural Management, and I was also working as a consultant in various government institutions. I want to thank Uttar Pradesh United Nations Association for giving me an opportunity to speak on World Teachers' Day. In the realm of education, where minds bloom and future are shaped, there exists an urgent plea, one whispered in the corridors of every school and written in the determined eyes of teachers. It is a plea for our collective recognition, support, and action. A plea for a world that comprehends the depth of the challenge and the heights of the potential that teaching represents. Today, as we celebrate World Teachers' Day, we step into a story that unfolds every day in our classrooms. It is a story of heroes without capes but with chalk-dusted sleeves. Heroes who, in the face of the global imperative, are the unsung architects of our society's progress. As we gather under this banner of appreciation, the theme echoes loudly: the teachers we need for education we want, the global imperative to reverse the teacher shortage. In this theme lies a silent but thunderous call for action. You see, my friends, we often underestimate the gravity of the teacher's shortage. It is not mere deficit in numbers. It is a deficit in dreams realized, potential untapped, and societies unfulfilled. It is the deficit that hinders the journey to the education we so ardently desire. Our children, those tender hearts and inquisitive minds, deserve the best guides through the maze of knowledge. They deserve mentors who ignite the sparks of curiosity, who nurture the flames of creativity, and who lay the foundations of ethical awareness. Reversing the teacher shortage is a path to the education we yearn for, a journey toward a brighter and more equitable world. It calls for our commitment, not only words, but in concrete actions. It's about attracting the passionate souls who have been waiting on the sidelines, nurturing their growth and ensuring that their candles burn bright. So, as we commemorate World Teachers' Day, let us remember that the teachers we need are not mere figures on a payroll. They are the architects of the future, the custodians of dreams, and the guardians of progress. I want to recite a shlok, a poem, a short poem in Sanskrit. Guru Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. It means Guru is verily the representative of gods, Indian gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. He creates, sustains knowledge, and destroys the weeds of ignorance. I salute such a Guru, teacher. In conclusion, let us honor our teachers and their dedication, support their noble mission, and together let us move forward to the path of education, guided by our teachers. Thank you and happy World Teachers' Day.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Hello everyone, this is Anita Das, PGT Biology teacher at Fortune World School, Noida. It gives me an immense pleasure to address all the gardeners of the society on the World Teachers' Day, as we, the teachers, are the one who are really working hard to bring the transformation in the life of the saplings, that is, our children. We as a teacher always feel that the future of our country lies in the hands of our children. Thus, shaping their sustainable future is a very important aspect, not only in terms of academic enrichment, but also by nurturing them at every stage of their academic career. We as a teacher have never stopped teaching. Even during pandemic, we continued our service through various virtual platforms. Despite facing problems, we motivated our children, promoted their self-determination, and moreover provided them the warmth of the classroom so that they can attain their goals in life and succeed. As teachers, success begins with the success of their students. So, by fostering the critical thinking skills among the students, by designing an appropriate lessons, and by creating an effective learning environment and providing the individualized attention, we, the proud teachers at Fortune World School, have always stood as a pillar for the students to support and to shape their future. Thank you.
Namaskar. 5th October today is International Teachers' Day. I send warm wishes to teachers all across the globe on this occasion. UP United Nations Association has given a theme which says we need to discuss the teachers we need, the education we want, and the global imperative to reverse teacher shortage. So myself, Asha Asthana, I am retired principal of a postgraduate college, having many years of teaching experience. In fact, I have taught 3 generations. I am an octogenarian and thus had the privilege of interacting with so many youth, the young women, men, who are all full of energy and potential. What I have felt is that students, the taught, are like live wire bundles. All we need to do is to see that they are grounded. And then you see the explosive results, explosive in the positive sense. For that matter, every education in every country, in every field of learning, turns or converts the student into better politicians, educationists, better philosophers, better warriors in whichever area of work, whatever is the area of work, they perform excellently. But that's not enough. Even the Nazis and the terrorists are good learners. They are obedient. They are masters of their art. What has been taught to them, they do it to perfection. But are they wise? So we should focus on this point. Education is not only learning, we should impart wisdom. The students of today are the citizens of tomorrow. And they must be forced to feel that they are responsible for the safety and the peace that is going to prevail on this earth. They must be taught compassion, gratitude, all the good values and virtues must be inculcated in them. So the modern skills and technologies, they are okay in their own place, but they need to be clubbed with intellectual excellence, with moral values. The East and the West, even the continent, has got so many great philosophers, thinkers, writers, even teachers. So we have to imbibe in our student the thoughts, the greatness, the values that these great masters of education had. And we can do it because the student is very receptive. They follow blindfold what the teacher has to say, provided the teacher can impress them. And once we learn how to perform better, the student responds in a manner which forces us to perform to perfection. And thus, we create a world which is full of harmony and peace. The American poet Robert Frost had said that I am not only a teacher, I am a awakener. Even our Eastern philosopher, the sage Swami Vivekananda had said, arise and awake. Arise is okay. Every teacher tries to do it. Awake arises. Every student learns something, moves ahead, is a better person as he goes along the road. But are they awakened? So it is not only to touch the heart, to touch the mind and the brain, make them to write better, reproduce better, or recall better, but we need to put in them an inspiration, an aspiration that they can think on their own. They have initiative, they become more creative, and thus develop new thoughts and new things which the world is, and because of which the world reaches heights. It is the teacher's responsibility to do it. And this is a universal dimension. Everyone around the globe should do it. Teachers have a big responsibility. The future is bright and they are capable of doing it. I congratulate the hard work that has gone in the field of education, and I give my good wishes to all the teachers around the world, and a big thank you to UP, United Nations Association, for letting us share our thoughts on this subject. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
I am connecting with the several educational institutions in the society. My experience is that the the lack of devotion now by the teachers is the main hurdle in education to the student, because I feel that in childhood we have also got the teaching experience. Our teachers teach without taking any penny for that. But now the teachers are only interested in taking their salary and not developing a relation with the student as a guru. Moreover, now parents are more keen to save their student instead of giving free hand to the teachers for teaching and getting developed there, and not the we feel that now the recruiting agencies, we are recruited the teachers and the principal of the different institutions are also not doing their job uprightly. धन्यवाद. अब सुधार